because the other guys were so late in the game with the company.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what this gentleman's basing his information on. I don't know. I feel like these people, journalists, don't do a lot of digging. They don't do a
Right.
lot of information, or they don't want to get the backstory to these articles. And then they just throw stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. First of all, let me say something about Scott Hall. Okay. I know a lot of people who did not get our show in their area. To this day, they were like, oh my God, Scott Hall wrestled for ECW. They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know he did the weekend with us. So if you weren't a diehard ECW fan, I feel like you weren't privy to that information. So maybe that's what this guy is going off of. But to me, he's going by, if you watch ECW, you'll forget these people.
Right.
That, in my head, is dumb because no one's going to forget that Scott Hall made an appearance for us.
Yeah.
If they watch the show.
And how is it not number one then?
I mean, he's the biggest name on that list.
Then maybe he should be number 10. Because how can you forget it? And now, are we going to go off of, were you an internet fan at the time or not? Or like,
Me?
how are you? No, I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
somebody to not know.
like a sheet reader or something?
Yeah. Because I mean, like, it was, I can tell you from being around the internet that weekend, it blew up. Everybody was talking about it that weekend when it happened.
Of
and
course.
you could, and then all everybody wanted to see was the footage, and when was it going to get out, and when could we see it? And then when YouTube hit, I remember it being one of the first videos to look for because it was so like crazy. Like I said, it might be the most famous cameo in the history of wrestling anywhere.
They aired PJ's match, but they didn't air Sal's match, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that one, to me, I don't really understand what this man was talking about because, like I said, if you're a fan of ECW, you're going to know that Scott Hall worked for us, at least for a weekend. And you're also going to know that he came in drunk and came out like this while we were out doing our thing, and everybody popped because he was just watching the show. You're going to know about the altercation with him and the Triple Threat. I mean, there were several Scott Hall appearances. Most were behind the scenes, but he was there. But like, I think maybe because the other guys were so late in the game with the company.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what this gentleman's basing his information on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, if you watch DCW, Scotty Anton, you don't know.
That one, yeah, that's a questionable one.
Like and when he was on the show, didn't he say he got hurt with us?
Yeah.
So that's why he only had the 8 appearances, is because he was hurt.
Yeah.
So I feel like these people, journalists, don't do a lot of digging. They don't do a lot of information, or they don't want to get the backstory to these articles. And then they just throw stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. So you really can't.
You're exactly right.
You can't put a lot of faith in these guys. That's why I really don't read them.
What I think they do is I think they look at other lists that are already out there that somebody else did, and then just go to Wikipedia, get the basic information, and go off of it like that. All right, I'll give them Bilvis. I'll give them the Musketeer. I'll even give them H.C. Loke for this list if you're not a diehard fan. But I think if you're a diehard fan, you know the name Chili Willy already. You know the name, Scotty Anton. You know who else was on there?
Julio De Niro.
Julio De Niro was in TNA for many, many years. He was always in the mix, always doing dark matches. I think he was in OVW at one point. Like, these are guys that were around. It's not like just little small segment of time that you maybe didn't see him in ECW.
Yeah. And like Loke was really prominent in ROH
Yeah, very.
Him and Tony DeVito,
Yep.
you know, they went. Tony didn't make the list, but you know,
Yeah, exactly.
Tony went on to be the priest on Raw. That never took off. Um, I just don't like these articles. I don't feel like they do their homework, you know. So I don't know. I mean, it's funny to watch because it's just like, really, dude. You know, I like to see who makes the list, and then you know, I like to just put the kibosh on everything because they're totally wrong. So
the 10 wrestlers who hated working for ECW. I'm just scanning it quick.
Oh, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, no. That way, maybe we can do it another day. I'll just give you a quick little thing. Jerry Lawler.
Yeah, we know that.
Taz.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Taz hated working for ECW.
Okay.
Let's you can't put Mass Transit didn't hate working for ECW. Mass Transit took advantage of ECW.
I think he did because he died, so he's gone.
Kurt Angle.
He never worked for us.
Technically, you're right.
It didn't happen. So.
And Mick Foley.
No, he didn't hate working.
That's ridiculous.
Get out of here. Who wrote this one?
Stupid.
Oh,
that's the dumbest thing ever.
Same dude that did this list.
He literally credits ECW for like helping bridge the gap of his damn career. Oh, I get so pissed.
Go away. Stink.
All right. Top 10 reasons why Francine doesn't like the What Culture list.
Well, number 10. I should do one of those someday and send it to them. You think they would publish it? I do.
Now, if What Culture does want to secure your services, they can reach out and we can get you hooked up and maybe you can do one of their lists.
I'm not cheap though. What Culture? You got to put up or shut up.
That's right. Bring some of those British pounds with you.
Yeah, I'll take pounds. I'll convert it to American dollars.
All right. Well, we'll get out of here for today. We'll check it tomorrow. The Eyes Up Here Extra for Wednesday. For the Queen of Extreme, this is the Chadster. We will catch you on the flip side.
Hey there, it is the Queen of Extreme, Francine from ECW. Do you want to see more of me? Click over here to watch another video, or click over here to listen to my podcast.